Hello, everybody, and congrats to you all for making it to the end of your first unit. Well, for almost making it to the end. We have our exam tomorrow that I know y'all will do great on, and now we will be moving on to our next unit, which is about the American Revolution. So, periods 1 and 2, also known as Unit 1 through 2 that we just went through, isn't heavily tested on the AP exam. You will find a few questions about this unit. However, this unit is the least tested. One, because this is, the first unit you guys are experiencing in APUSH. College Board knows this. They know that it'll take some time for y'all to really kind of like get a grasp of the skills and content in APUSH. Also, units 1 through 2 kind of set the stage for what happens in the following units. Though what goes on in units 1 through 2, like early indigenous societies, colonization, the encomienda system, Spanish colonization, etc., all of that is very important to know because it does definitely set the stage of like how America formed itself, really. But there's not as much to be tested on within that unit, so to say. These are both very small units. But needless to say, this is an important unit for us to know, and I'm glad that we were able to get through it, and I'm glad to see not only in our classes, but our assignments and our homeworks, how well y'all grasp this knowledge. So I know you'll do great in these upcoming units. We're going to go ahead and move on with our review. Okay, so a quick overview of the exam. So tomorrow when you see your exam, you'll have a total of 1 hour. However, your multiple choice questions will be 22 minutes timed, as well as your short answer questions. That will be 27 minutes. So right at 22 minutes, the multiple choice will close. And then after 27 minutes, the same with the SAQ, that will close. Your multiple choice, you will be receiving up to 22 questions. They change every other exam, but it's usually around 22 questions. So you have about a minute per question, so it's very important for you to kind of time that out. Same with the AP exam, you have 55 questions, 55 minutes in total, so a minute per question. For your SAQs, you will have 2 different SAQs, meaning you will have 3 tasks for one SAQ, 3 tasks for another. So it's very important that there as well you're pacing yourself so that you're able to complete all tasks. Any missed task is just a point that's already taken away, so you want to make sure you answer not just one, but both SAQs. Some need to knows. So y'all want to know the difference between the New England, Middle, and Southern colonies, those geographical, environmental, physical, and social differences. You want to know about the impact of the Columbian Exchange on natives and Europeans, so both those positive and negative impacts. You want to know the structure of early native society. So think back to that very first lesson we had where we were talking about the various native territories. Go back to that lesson and just refamiliarize yourself with what those native societies look like. What were some social norms? How did they function? You also want to refamiliarize yourself with mercantilism in the European colonies. So not only mercantilism between the English colonies in Great Britain, but also Spanish mercantilism, French mercantilism, Dutch mercantilism, etc. Like, what was mercantilism? How did it impact both the mother countries as well as the colonies? You also want to study native relations with the English, Spanish, French, and Dutch. So the similarities between their relationships with each group, as well as those differences, who natives favored more and why, and so forth. And also what like those labor systems look like, which you'll also need to look into as well. And then lastly, you want to look at the impact of the Great Awakening on the British colonies. So what was going on in Europe during that Enlightenment period as well as the Great Awakening, and how did the Great Awakening impact American society or colonial society, which then turned into American society. So some SAQ reminders. Just a reminder to label each task. Most of us are already doing this, so shout out to y'all. But just remember that wherever you're responding to each task, just label that. The last thing you want to do is forget to label your task, and then the grader is confused on where exactly you answered that specific question, and then you lose an opportunity for a point. So just To make things easier for both the grader and yourself, be sure to label each task. It'll also help you when you're writing because you're able to visually see, okay, I knocked that task out, now I just need to knock B and C out as well. And then when you're answering these tasks, be very specific. So be sure to use proper nouns. Proper nouns are just the Encomienda system, Hernan Cortez, Metacom's War, etc. These are the vocabulary words, the key terms that you've been learning about through the units. These are the words that are bolded in your readings. Make sure to use these words. And when you do so, you want to make sure you're explaining what this is. So explain who Hernan Cortez is. And explain how that proper noun supports your claim. So whatever your argument is, explain how bringing up Hernan Cortez helps support your argument. So if y'all have any questions while you're studying, please feel free to ask me. Make sure to complete your Unit 1 through 2 reading guide. If you complete that with fidelity, that'll definitely help you with studying for your Unit 1 through 2 exam. And then make sure you guys are getting well rested, drinking a lot of water before your exam so that you are entering that exam with a very clear mind. So again, make sure you're completing your Unit 1 through 2 reading guide, and then I look forward to seeing your results on your exam tomorrow.